Hey, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to today's Daily Spirit Lift. Pastor Joseph here. It is a overcast day on God's Hill, December the 15th. I want to talk to you about a parable I haven't really understood for a long time. I'm not sure I understand it any better, but I want to just give you my thoughts a little bit on it. Jesus talks in Mark chapter 3, verses 26 and 27. About the strong man. It's a weird little parable. And if Satan has risen up against himself and is divided, he cannot stand, but his end is come. But no one can enter a strong man's house and plunder his property without first tying up the strong man. Then indeed the house can be plundered. That's always puzzled me. It's been a parable I've not understood for a long time, and I think maybe I'm starting to understand it a little bit. But what I would propose in me thinking about this particular parable right now is that our souls, think of our souls as the house, our spirits, and think about yourself as the strong man. And what you have bound yourself to is what will bear fruit within you. And if you nurture anger, then that's like the strong man being bound up. That's not really who you are, but you have a lot of anger within you, and that means that you haven't really dealt with what's going on within you. Perhaps I think about that in terms of Christmas and in terms of joy. Have we made room for joy? We expect joy sort of to be tidings of comfort and joy to sort of come down from on high, watching Hallmark movies that make us feel joyful, or singing the right Christmas carols, or drinking the right eggnog or punch, or going to the right Christmas parties. We expect sort of things to come from someplace, getting a perfect Christmas card in the mail that has a beautiful Norman Rockwell scene on it, or we want snow for Christmas. But that puts a lot of pressure on us. Instead, the thing that I'm wondering is, does this parable mean that we plunder ourselves, the strong man, when we get out of sorts, when we get angry, when we get grumpy, when we think others have let us down, when we're disappointed? And instead, I'm wondering if we can nurture the property, the house of your soul, by looking for joy, looking for salt, looking for light, whatever image you want to use from Jesus' teaching. We all know of people who, some who struggle mightily with getting through the day because they're dealing with so many things, but they haven't helped themselves. They've nurtured their own anger. They've nurtured their own sadness. They've nurtured their own troubles. And we know people who have still struggled, who are attempting to nurture joy, who are attempting to nurture giving and generosity, who are the kind of people you want to be around because they give you something more than what you receive, be it compassion or a listening ear or care. So I wonder, what's bound up in you? What's the strong man? Is it something that you've tied away like joy, and you've let all your worries and concerns, your angers, your resentments become more important than they are? And is there any way that maybe you can reset the tone? Is there any way you can find the joy? Is there any way you can find the anticipation of waiting for Christ at Advent? Maybe it's talking to a friend on the phone. Maybe it's connecting with someone. Maybe it is connecting with a stranger. Maybe it is doing something you really like, a hobby. But it starts, I think, internally, doesn't it? I think it starts somewhere deep within us that we seek to find a place where we can nurture joy and love and patience and peace. That's my wish for you on this 15th day of December, not to let yourself be thrown back and forth by what the day is going to throw at you. And hear me real clearly, I'm not talking about days where horrible things happen. You get a pink slip, or a relative gets really, really sick and goes into the hospital. I'm not talking about those things that you should just forget about those things. I'm talking about the regular day-to-day kinds of things. I'm wondering how we can nurture joy and peace and patience and love, compassion in the everyday. Stay safe, mask up, keep yourselves safe. Love y'all and miss y'all. We'll talk soon.